Welcome back to Gear Shift Hub, your ultimate destination for detailed and honest two-wheeler reviews. Today, we've got our hands on one of the most sought-after middleweight naked bikes of the year, the 2025 Kawasaki Z650. It's aggressive, refined, and remains true to its roots while embracing crucial upgrades for 2025. So, if you're considering stepping into the parallel twin world or upgrading from a smaller naked, stay tuned because this Z650 might just be the perfect fit for your next ride. Let's kick things off with what the Z650 has always been about: accessible performance with just the right dose of adrenaline. The 2025 model carries forward Kawasaki's proven 649cc parallel twin engine, a power plant that's earned a reputation for its balance of performance and versatility. With tweaks made for smoother throttle response and slightly improved torque delivery, the bike produces around 67 horsepower at 8,000 revolutions per minute and 64 Nm of torque at 6,700 revolutions per minute. That's more than enough to have fun on twisty roads, cruise comfortably on highways, and even manage the occasional track day without breaking a sweat. Now, while the numbers might not scream superbike, the way the power is delivered is what makes the Z650 so engaging. The mid-range grunt is particularly impressive. It pulls confidently from lower RPMs and offers that signature Kawasaki parallel twin punch in the mid-band. Whether you're commuting, carving canyons, or cruising city streets, you'll appreciate how flexible and usable this engine feels. Kawasaki has refined the fuel mapping on the 2025 model, resulting in cleaner power delivery and better throttle control, especially at lower speeds. Great news for new riders and experienced ones alike. The 6-speed gearbox is slick and precise, and although there's no quick shifter on board, even as an option, the clutch action is light, and Kawasaki's assist and slipper clutch makes both aggressive downshifts and stop-and-go traffic less stressful. The bike's gearing is well suited for urban use but doesn't feel out of breath on highways either. One of the most significant improvements on the 2025 Z650 comes in the electronics and tech package. For the first time, the Z650 gets Kawasaki Traction Control, a two-level system that enhances safety, especially in slippery conditions. This is a big deal for a bike in this segment, and it puts the Z650 on par with, if not slightly ahead of, rivals like the Yamaha Mount 07 and Suzuki SV650 when it comes to rider aids. ABS continues to be standard, and now the system feels even more refined, with smoother actuation and better modulation at both ends. The TFT display introduced a couple of years ago has been retained and slightly updated. It's a 4.3-inch full-color unit that's bright, crisp, and easy to read even in direct sunlight. It connects to your smartphone via Kawasaki's Radiology app, letting you access ride logs, service updates, notifications, and navigation assistance. The menu system is intuitive, and the layout has been polished for 2025, with better contrast and visibility. When it comes to design, the 2025 Z650 stays true to Kawasaki's Sugomi design language: sharp, aggressive, and athletic. The new LED headlight cluster has been reshaped slightly, giving the front end a more menacing appearance. Think of it as a mini Z900 with an attitude problem, in the best possible way. The bodywork features revised shrouds and tank extensions for a more muscular stance. Kawasaki has also introduced two new color options this year: metallic matte graphene steel gray and candy lime green, ebony, both of which look stunning under sunlight and night lights alike. The bike's ergonomics remain unchanged: upright, neutral, and slightly sporty. It's incredibly well balanced, and the seat height of 790 mm ensures that even shorter riders can get both feet down comfortably. The tank is sculpted just right for gripping with your knees, and the handlebars are wide enough to offer good leverage without making the bike feel bulky in traffic. Kawasaki has also added a more cushioned seat this year, improving long-distance comfort by reducing pressure points. Let's talk about the chassis and handling. The 2025 Z650 uses the same steel trellis frame as before. It's lightweight, rigid, and plays a huge role in the bike's nimbleness. The overall wet weight stands at around 188 kilograms, making it one of the lightest bikes in its class. Whether you're flipping it through traffic or leaning into curves, the Z650 always feels planted and responsive. It's approachable for beginners yet responsive enough to keep experienced riders entertained. Suspension duties are handled by a 41mm telescopic fork at the front and a horizontal backlink monoshock at the rear, both offering a good balance between comfort and sportiness. While the suspension is not adjustable except for preload in the rear, it's well tuned for everyday riding. Riders looking to push the Z650 harder on track might find it slightly soft, but for most street scenarios, it strikes the right balance. On the braking front, the Z650 continues with dual 300mm pedal discs up front and a single 220mm disc at the rear, gripped by Nissan calipers. The braking performance is progressive and confidence-inspiring, though we do think Kawasaki could have upgraded to radially mounted calipers for a bit more bite and performance feel. Still, in real-world conditions, the brakes do their job well, and the standard ABS system kicks in gently without being too intrusive. Now, let's address the fuel efficiency. One of the standout traits of this parallel twin motor has always been its efficiency, and that continues in the 2025 version. You can expect around 50-55 miles per gallon in mixed riding conditions. With the 15-liter fuel tank, that gives you a comfortable range of over 300 kilometers before needing a top-up, making it quite practical for touring duties as well. In terms of pricing, Kawasaki has kept things competitive. The 2025 Z650 is priced at approximately $8,299 in the US market. That positions it slightly above the SV650 but below the Yamaha Moto 7, which has seen a price bump due to added tech. For the features, design, performance, and now the traction control system, the Z650 offers excellent value for money. In European and Asian markets, pricing will vary, but the bike remains aggressively priced for what it delivers. What makes the Z650 unique isn't just the numbers, it's the overall experience. It's the kind of bike that makes you want to ride more. Whether you're new to motorcycling or returning after years away, this machine meets you where you are. It doesn't overwhelm, yet it doesn't underdeliver. It's light, quick, nimble, efficient, and finally in 2025 smarter and safer than ever before. Let's not forget the Kawasaki brand legacy. When you buy a Z650, you're getting not just a motorcycle, but entry into a family of proven, reliable machines with global support, a wide dealer network, and strong aftermarket options. Whether it's exhausts, tail tidies, crash protection, or a performance tuning, the Z650 has an ecosystem behind it that few bikes in this segment can match. If we had to nitpick, we'd say the suspension could use a bit more adjustability, and the lack of a standard quickshifter or ride modes may be noticeable to riders coming from higher-end bikes. But for most riders, those are luxuries rather than necessities. So, to wrap things up, the 2025 Kawasaki Z650 is a smart evolution of a proven platform. It retains its core identity, that middleweight sweet spot that's fast enough to thrill but friendly enough to live with every day. With the addition of traction control, minor aesthetic upgrades, and improved seat comfort, Kawasaki has made it even more relevant in today's safety-conscious, tech-hungry market. If you're in the market for a middleweight naked bike that won't break the bank, won't break your back, and definitely won't break your heart, the 2025 Z650 is absolutely worth a test ride. That's it for today's detailed review. Let us know what you think in the comments. Are you team Z650 or leaning toward rivals like the Moto 7 or SV650? Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to Gear Shift Hub for more real-world, no-nonsense reviews, and as always, keep your gear on and your throttle open. Ride safe, and we'll see you in the next one.